Now we would like to invite the representatives of Hanns-Seidel Foundation for opening remarks. First, I would like to call upon stage Stefan Burkhart, Head of Division for South and Southeast Asia at Hanns-Seidel Foundation since November 2017. Before that, he worked in the Division of Policy Issues for several years. Mr. Burkhart.
Dear Vice Chairman Kalita, dear ladies and gentlemen, dear distinguished scholars, dear friends of Hanns-Seidel Foundation. On behalf of the Foundation, it is with great pleasure to welcome you to this outstanding international conference on federalism in times of crisis. And looking at the past 3 years, we are deeply entrenched in a world in crisis management. As you might know, the Foundation has her home base in Bavaria, one of the 16 states, which we call Länder, forming Germany. There will be no other Bundesland in Germany where federalism is so intensively protected against motion of centralizations. When taking up his office as Bavarian Minister President, Hanns-Seidel said, "The principle of federalism is a core element of Bavaria now and in the future." And he said that in 1957. In Bavaria, we say yes to the principle of unity in diversity because we take the subsidiarity principle seriously. Issues that can be dealt better with at the local level should also be governed locally. In our experience, federalism increases the efficiency and legitimacy of our daily political work. But federalism is always under scrutiny. If this structure can deliver a better political, social, cultural, and economical level in the state applied. Federalism has to give an answer to challenges in the past or present, but to new challenges lying in the future as well. Federalism has to deliver. With the COVID-19 crisis, this sentence is even more of relevance than before. How did federal countries, and here in particular India, address this outstanding public health crisis and the consequent socio-economic disruptions? How did federalism manage other challenges, some of them looming for decades already over us? The debates ahead of us will try to give answers to it. By creating the International Munich Federalism Days in cooperation with Eurac Research, by pulling through regional and international conferences in Asia and Africa, we are, as Hanns-Seidel Foundation, engaged in discussions of federal reforms and concepts around the world. By setting up the School of Decentralization in South Africa and sending scholars to summer or winter schools in Europe, we try to give future leaders the right tools. By signing an MOU with the Institute for Federalism of Fribourg, with the University of Western Cape in South Africa, and with the University of Addis Ababa, to name a few just, we are connected with important agenda setters of the international federalism world. With the online series, Turn on Federalism, we created an open forum for international scholars and politicians to discuss current issues and questions from a national or topic-related angle. With this conference, we do bring together our partners from around the world. We will discuss current challenges and create a network which is growing stronger by the minute. Before I leave, I would like, of course, to thank Chanchal, whom I met already in Germany during the Munich Federalism Days. And we already discussed there the idea for an international conference in India, but due to Corona, it took longer than we all thought. But also to Elisabeth and Wilfried, as conveners. And of course to the team of HSF India for organizing this event together with the Central University of Haryana. Unfortunately, the former captain of the HSF India is not here with us today. I talked to Volker Plain on Friday, and we resumed the last 6 years he was in charge of the project and about its plans for the future. Volker, even though you are not here, This conference belongs to you as well, and thank you very much for the footprint you left behind here in India as resident representative of HSF. When someone goes, someone new is coming up the stage. With me is Ines Budarik, who is our new resident representative here in India, and I wish her all the best for the task ahead of her. I'm quite confident that she will take up where Volker left and will position HSF India as an important player in the field of federalism debate here in India and Asia. I wish you insightful discussions. Now I have to add something, as Ines unfortunately got a cold during her flight from Munich to India, and her voice is not so good anymore. I would like to spare her the speech now, so she can get into discussions individually. Thank you very much, and have a good conference.
Thank you, Stefan. We would really look forward to hearing from you, especially me, like how journalists can probably contribute to the governance side of countries and also contribute to the best practices. And although Ines is not speaking, but we'd like to share about her with our audiences.
Mm-hmm. Ines Budarik, a resident representative at Hanns-Seidel Foundation, India. She has more than a decade of experience in international relations and development cooperation. She has worked extensively on development projects in India and Bangladesh in the fields of safe migration, anti-human trafficking, and human rights.